Say my name. Say my name.
Rabbit Hole!
It's Beer Betties, bitch.
You're damn right.
So we're getting to get a special tasting of a beer that is yet to be released. It's not quite ready yet.
So anyway, this is our 10 and 6 English IPA. It is very important that we make sure that these are sanitized because we've got the entire batch right here in this tank right here. This is the first ever batch of commercially produced 10 and 6, and we're going to try a little bit of it here.
We are so excited to be part of this.
This stuff is, I got to say, it is better than the blue stuff.
I knew it!
Yeah, I had to give that stuff up. It was really messing with my social life.
Yeah, I believe it.
And it is warm and uncarbonated and hasn't been through the bright tank yet, so it's going to still be a little bit cloudy.
Okay.
But basically what we've got here, this is our English IPA. So
Awesome.
I'm just going to pour you a little bit of a sample there.
Go for it.
And there's some for you as well. Now, it won't be quite this cloudy once it's finished because we'll be able to run it through the bright tank and it'll drop out and such.
Yeah, yeah.
But the idea behind this beer is that we've got an India Pale Ale that is not American. Now, I love American IPAs. I love the hoppiness, the bitterness, the citrus. I love that, but I can get that all day long. You go to a beer bar that's got 40 taps and 17 of them are American IPAs.
Yeah, that's about right.
I don't have anything to contribute to that. So what we've got here is an English version of the style.
Okay.
It is basically it's still got the same level of hoppiness, but you've got all British hops. It's a British character. It's not as citrusy. It's going to be a lot more of a spicy herbal note.
Yeah.
And then the malt is really there to back it up as well. So we've got a combination of the malt and the hops that really blend together. So it's more balanced than most of your American versions.
Yeah. You know, I'm going to tell you right now, for all of you hop lovers out there, for all you hop heads, this is going to throw you for a loop. It really is. But it's not going to be in a bad way. If you keep your an open mind with it, it's incredible. I mean, you do get that current sensation in there, definitely. I mean, there's a lot of herb in there, but it's not in the way you're going to think. It's not piney at all. It's going to be more smooth. I'm assuming some of that will probably be filtered out, though, probably, right?
Yeah, it will. A lot of the dirtiness kind of filters out some after we go through the process of carbonating it and running through the bright tank.
It really, it's something that you could really drink with anything, which is incredible with an IPA because usually there is no mistaking. You know, but this is, you can taste the hop, but it's a more friendly hop. It's a hop that comes over for dinner and doesn't boss you around, I don't know, what do you think?
I'm impressed by it, definitely. Right off the bat, the malt is just soothing to me. I like abrasive hops, something strong, bam, in my face. But what I'm getting is something a little more herby and floral on the back of my palate, but it's soothed by malts.
Yeah. And that's kind of what we're shooting for here is a more harmonious blend of the malt into the hops. So you can actually get the malt. It's not just hops. Now, the other thing, this hasn't been dry hopped yet. After we crash and pull the yeast out, then we'll add the dry hops.
Yeah.
And so that will significantly increase the aroma profile of it, even more than what we're getting now.
I'm curious about the aroma because right off the bat, I get this like sweet kind of caramel kind of aroma.
Yeah, and most of that is from the malt, but you can already smell the hops that are there that we put in there for the aroma addition. That will be exemplified once we actually add the dry hops to it.
And I will say something that I really like about this as well is we're trying it now, and when we try it out as end product, it's probably going to be something completely different. And I love that because it's kind of like we get to see it as it matures. Yeah. And even now, though, you can taste there's a very unique characteristic to it. It's going to be kind of almost like a rye taste to it, like a toasted rye, and then you get a little bit of that kind of sweet but kind of aggressive current in there in the background. It's delicious, and it's very complex.
Now, we've actually had some tasters of this and some preliminary of some of the pilot batches that we did. And we've been sending those out for evaluation to some of the bars that we plan to sell it to. And I know we've gotten a lot of good feedback there. Laron has been the one that's been doing those trials, as it were, with some of our bar partners.
We've had a lot of people that's tried it through our test batches and stuff like that, and it's received a lot of positive feedback. You know, it's as they were saying earlier, it's not going to be your typical American IPA. There's a whole lot of complexity in there. There's the malty backbone, the sweet malty backbone on it. A couple of the people who tried it, who were expecting an American style IPA, were a little taken aback at the first taste. Once they understood what they were drinking, they were all really blown away by it. There's a lot of positive feedback. It's definitely something that's unique. It's something that no one has on tap at any of the bars around here right now. And there's a lot of people. Actually, we have a long line of people that are already in the queue waiting for the kegs to come. We have 4 or 5 different bars that want to be the ones to debut it in their geographic region.
That's awesome.
So as soon as we can get these things in the keg, we'll post it out on our Facebook, our Twitter, and our website of the first few bars and restaurants in the area to get it. But it's definitely something that's getting an extreme amount of positive feedback from the people who's tried it as well. It's a beer that people who do like IPAs enjoy. It's a unique flavor. It does still have that hoppy front end. It still has the bitterness that hopheads do enjoy. But it's also a beer that people who aren't a big fan of the American style IPAs doesn't really care for all of that tail end bittering and the distance towards the back end of the beer. It's a beer that these people who aren't big fans of IPA actually really enjoy, and it's kind of a gateway IPA for people who aren't fans of IPA to actually get them into a beer that they can enjoy.
You heard it here first at Beer Betties, right?
Absolutely.
Now, you know, and I will say, like, if I had to rate this right now, if I was tasting this, I would give it a 6 out of a 6-pack. This is something that if you do find it at you know, whatever your local pub is, make sure to try it, because it's going to have a characteristic that you're not used to. It's going to broaden your horizons, and it's a great flavor. So look for it in a few months. All right.
Thanks.
Yeah.
Cheers.
Cheers. I need more. I already drank mine.
Sorry.
I can't wait till this is finished.